This week on New Music Fridays, got J. Cole Interlude. With the highly anticipated off-season right around the corner, the best in the game decides to release one more teaser. Yes, he's number one because Kendrick hasn't shown up to compete, and he's still a leap ahead of the rest of the competition, minus Freddie Gibbs, who is making a strong case right now. If the off-season flops and Gibbs' next project is as good as I think it will be, we will have a new world heavyweight champion. How the recent song, Lion King on Ice, to how the Revenge of the Dreamers 3 revolutionized label collaborations, Cole isn't relinquishing his title without a fight. He may not be in his prime anymore, but the quality of his work continues to impress, and you have to beat the champ to be the champ. Simply based off of recent work, I'm expecting greatness. Not necessarily with this single though. See, I could give this a pass, but the album, it better be great, or he will have to realize that he has slipped down in the rankings. The reign of Cole Ward will go down in history as one of the most dominant championship runs ever. Even if the belt was split with him and Kendrick, you can't take away all that he's done. Come on, fam, edited version for real? This is like ordering a Big Mac and they didn't give you the cheese. As Cole is an artist that doesn't rely on, quote, bad language to express himself, but this is just overall annoying. I see. He did both versions. He released them both at the same time. The flow on this project is intoxicating, to the point that you want more. But I think it was for the best that this song was made into an interlude, as this track just feels like the natural evolution of what Forest Hills Drive or For Your Eyes Only honestly was. Not conceptually, musically. See, his focus is on making messages above all else, is seemingly taking shape into something better with this project. With lyrics like the EMTs must carry her baby like surrogate mothers. That was fire. Tech 9s are the AR rebuttals. That was okay. Christ went to heaven at 33, so did Pimp C and Nipsey. Cool balls, man. These are all quality. The production was cool. I feel as though you can lose yourself into it, but it isn't very conducive for lyricism. Yet and still, J. Cole was able to make it work, and I expect no less from him. Sadly, this is just a teaser, and it's not epic enough for any playlist, but it is a song I respect enough to recommend. Rashad, Lean With It featuring Duke Deuce. Wow, Isaiah is still signed to the label? They are way more patient than I will ever be. This is why you hear nothing but compliments to that record label. Do you realize Isaiah Rashad's last album came out in 2016? And I'm not saying that it was bad, but was it worth waiting 5 years for his next project? No. I will wait for Kendrick. I will wait for J. Cole. But those who don't have that kind of notoriety or the hits need to be on the grind. If not, you are simply wasting the time of the people who follow you, the people who promote you, and all the people that want you to succeed. I had to go back to Son's tirade to even remember how he raps, and I was reminded why his stuff hasn't popped yet. If good but not great were a person, a good selection of songs that had potential of making a playlist, but none actually did. Yet it's been a while, and Isaiah Rashad seems to be the type who is interested in music above all else. Therefore, I'm expecting a new sound here. If not with the single, then the album The House Is Burning, and yes, that was the surprise that TDE had, and I will say sigh. Hopefully it is dope, but if it isn't anything new, odds are it's not going to be good enough for him to bounce back after so long. And it's been 5 years. Waited 5 years for this super dry song reminiscent of a less polished and noteworthy Schoolboy Q Blank Face track. Like I said, I was looking for evolution, and if this song is any indication of the album, then we aren't getting it, as this is what the industry has been leaning towards for quite some time now with the 3 6 Mafia sample. Why do you think DJ Paul makes the news for suing people more than the actual music he's still making? As the lyrics make it plain that there wasn't going to be any substance. Honestly, it's just an underground feel of a single talking about next to nothing. If I were a fan that waited this long to hear the next project from Isaiah Rashad, I would be heated right now. But because he's never released anything that I decided to keep after all this time, he just gets the Kanye shrug from me. There's a lot of ground for you to make up, Isaiah, and this isn't how you start. Quando Rondo, still taking risks, aka his crew killed King Von. Tragic, because both are quality in a genre that has become redundant over time. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I know why it all happened, but I am seeing how the streets are reacting to his shows, and it hasn't been good. 3 days ago, Quando went to a store and someone from potentially across a highway opened fire on that location. This isn't going to end well, is it? One thing I'll say about Quando's music is that he isn't very versatile, but the few styles of music he engages with are rather solid. If you heard Marvelous from the Q-Pack project, then you pretty much heard the best of what he has to offer, if not half of this new album, as he does much more of that kind of song with songs like Street Life, Blue Songs, Okay, Devil on My Shoulder, No More, D&D Airplanes, and the End of Story, where he finally does address the murder, in which musically I would say all those songs are preferred, because they have that same essence that I honestly enjoy the most. But lyrically, I have my issues with that End of Story. So you're telling me that the guns got pulled because he put hands on you? You seriously just can't take a beating? I like the production of the song, but when you begin to listen to what he's talking about, it makes you lose all of the respect. Like, y'all take out a rising star because you don't have any hands? I now understand why people didn't show up to your show. Did you not watch Friday? You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day. Another style of a song that he has that he does rather well too would be the trap anthems. Songs like Red Eye, Soul Reaper, Drop Some. Those songs are reminiscent of, say, a Boosie Badass, but updated with the times. But the sheer number of these tracks on this album shows you how limited his range actually is. Now, is this a bad thing? Not necessarily. If this is what your audience wants from you, give it to him. But this could have been only 10 songs or less and not lose any value here. Overall, I like this project, and if one could overlook the actions that he's done with the world watching, I could see people enjoying this. The problem is, that's not how the world operates. You are going to have to hold the L's that's coming your way. This project is good, but not good enough to get a pass for your actions in the streets. It is what it is. Trippie Red, Mr. Rage featuring Playboi Carti. You guys really want me to talk about this? Okay, one of the least inspiring but somehow more artistic individuals of this current generation meets overhyped complete trash. To be real with you, Trippie's latest featuring Travis Barker's remix album, that was actually pretty good. Much better than the original and the standard Trippie has set for himself. But does that mean anything that he's dropped has been dope? Nope. Honestly, I'm not sure he has the capabilities to make something great, since Neon Shark vs. Pegasus ended up being just fine. And that was his best work because he actually teamed up with a quality producer that knows how to get the best out of people. And I'm certain as he ventures back into the quality of music that he's known for, it is going to be just as trash. He will basically pick up right where he left off, and having Playboi Carti on the track has me expecting that is exactly what's going to happen. See, Playboi Carti can't rap, sing, or whatever it is he's in the booth trying to do. What he does have is a fan base that's super demanding of him on the levels of what, say, the Beehive or the Barbs. To the point that I've seen these people run up on him demanding music when they catch him in the streets. Carti is an example of why being a good musician means nothing in the music industry. Can you sell yourself, and do you have an audience, is all the labels are looking for. What I'm expecting here is to witness next level trash. Somehow they're going to take the unorganized noise that they are known for and make it less appealing. This was just a marvelous waste of time here. These are his bars, and I kid you not, I'm in a vet and it goes vroom. Is this a rap song or the adventures of Clifford the dog? I'm a vet, you a pet, do as I say and not as I do. But just when you think things can't get any worse, here comes Playboi Carti. He clearly couldn't write enough bars, so he just repeated himself and let the end ride. And it's not like he was saying anything to begin with. He could have just said something random here. His verse just shows that he is both trash and lazy, something that we didn't need confirmation to understand, but we got it. Overall, just a pathetic attempt at music, but they have done far worse. Skip this track.